So I've gathered my ingredients. We're going to use 1 cup of elderberries. These are dried elderberries. If I had fresh elderberries, I would use 2 cups. So add that to my quart of water. And then we're going to add a little bit of cinnamon, probably about a teaspoon cinnamon, or maybe even 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and maybe a half a teaspoon of cloves, and a whole cup of honey will be added at the very end after it's cooled down. So the honey that we have here is from our own hives, and we were able to harvest a very small amount this year because it's our first year. So this is like gold. So I'm like torn about using it and using up a whole cup of it, but this is really important that the baby gets better and we all feel good. And about a thumb's worth of ginger. I'm going to go ahead and cut that up and add that to the recipe as well. And all of those things are going to help him get better. And it'll also help us through the fall and winter months to keep people from getting sick. So I've added all those ingredients, and I've turned the burner on to medium, and we're going to go ahead and let that come to a complete boil. And once it reaches a full boil, we're going to lower it down to a simmer and cover it and let it simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes till it reduces in half. And once it reaches that point, we will let it cool off completely before adding the honey. Alright, it's finished. I'm just going to smash and press the elderberries. I've already done it quite a bit, but just do it like this with your spoon. Just to make sure all the good stuff is out of them. Elderberries are full of vitamin C and all kinds of other vitamins, so they're really nutritious and helpful. Then I set up my little colander and canning funnel to pour it into the jar. Alright, got my elderberries. I'm just going to carefully, don't want it to plop out and splash all over, so I'm going to hold it with a spoon. And that's not a very good angle for you. Be sure to press all that good stuff out. Well, pour that in there. And I'm going to press it. Press down, pushing all the good juice out. And now all of this elderberry and ginger and stuff left behind in the strainer, that's not going to be wasted either, because as you've probably noticed, we don't waste anything in this house. So what are we going to do with it? One guess. That's right, we're going to give it to the chickens. It'll be really good to boost their immunities too, so I'm just going to put that in a bowl to give to the chickens. And I'm going to put the rest of the elderberries into the strainer. Sorry if that's a little loud. Getting used to this video and everything. Starting to learn that some of the sounds are really loud on the video and others are not very loud, but we're getting there. And of course we're not using any fancy equipment, we're just using cell phone and the YouTube video editor, so we're just a little rustic still, but this is really just for fun at this point. And if it gets to be successful and you guys love me, if you do, then we'll do more. We'll do way more. So subscribe to the video if you get a chance. Share it with friends. Let people know about it if you like it. Yeah, so we're learning as we go. And the videos will just be getting better and better, promise. So there you go. We just press it, get out as much of that good stuff as you can. Now, this is already sat for a while, cooling off, because I was waiting till the dishwasher finished running before I started videoing again. So you see we got a little more than half a pint, so that means our reduction didn't go quite in half, but that's okay, because I really sometimes wonder if, even though it's good raw local honey, which is really good for you when you're sick especially, I always wonder if it's just a little too much sugar when it's half and half. So this is good. This is a good amount. And I did make sure that the temperature of the elderberry syrup was okay. So there we go. I'm just going to slowly add it while I stir to make sure that it dissolves and doesn't just sit at the bottom. And the temperature of the syrup can't be hot because it's raw honey. And if you add it to a boiling hot liquid, it's going to kill all of those attributes that you're trying to preserve by using raw honey. Just like our raw milk. So Liam has been drinking the raw milk today. He's been nursing a lot, and I'm going to make him a raw goat milk kefir smoothie as well, so he's getting probiotics too. So it's important to boost all of these things. When you're using natural homeopathic remedies, you really have to juggle a lot of different remedies at once. It's most effective if you're using as many options as possible. When you just do one thing, you get a little bit of relief, but not exactly a cure. But when you combine everything from elderberry syrup to the essential oils like Breathe and On Guard, and you add in tinctures like Goldenrod for sinus support, and that's some good honey. And all of these things like probiotics in the form of goat milk kefir for us today, at least, because I know that's what Liam loves. So if I just make him a smoothie with the goat milk kefir, he'll drink it up. And the raw milk from the goats is really beneficial as well. So now I have this delicious, wonderful syrup that both kids will be happy to gobble up. This is the main reason why I make this, is because it's something that the kids really enjoy. They love it so much. So it works out really well. And sorry, I was just reaching up on top of the refrigerator because I was going to show you the other thing that that is really good that I'll probably be making before winter for immune support is fire cider. This is one that I purchased, and it's full of vinegar and onion and garlic and strong flavors like that, so the kids aren't as likely to drink this for me. But I will take shots of this in the winter, and it just helps me stay healthy, and if I get a cold, I take even more of it. And it's great. It's an old-timey traditional recipe. It has apple cider vinegar, honey, oranges, lemons, onions, horseradish, ginger, habanero pepper, garlic, and turmeric. So stay tuned. We'll be making more stuff. So hopefully this is going to help Liam. I hear him crying now, so he's been fussing a lot. I'm going to probably have to nurse him again. But let's see if he'll take some of this elderberry. Okay. Here's the real test. Let's see if you go. Now the real thing that I probably should have mentioned at the start was be careful with the elderberries. They stain. So you don't want to spill it on anything. You like that? Nope. Okay. He had a half a teaspoon, which is probably fine for a little guy like him. And Rowan is ready for his. How is it?
Good.
You like it? Mm-hmm. Do we get a thumbs up? You want to take another one because you're bigger?
Yeah.
As you can see, I have some faces to wipe up after. Alright. Yum! Got a little drip on your face. Good job, Rowan. Alright, let's hope this gets them boys better. Well, it'll keep Rowan from getting sick, and it'll make Liam better. So it's a win-win. Mommy needs to take one too, doesn't she? Yeah, you're right.
I don't feel sick. I don't feel sickness. Yummy. I want more.
Mommy took 2 teaspoons because she's big.
More.
You want more? You can have more later. So every 3 to 4 hours, if they're sick, is a good idea to keep dosing them. If they're not sick, then just once a day is fine. But that's the elderberry syrup. That's how we do it. Hope it helps your family too.